What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about if Gotham Knights is going to show up in some way at the CCXP World's Convention, which is a Brazilian Comic-Con, okay? Now, this happens this upcoming Sunday, so very, very soon. I know people had asked me to talk about this. I maybe originally wasn't going to do it, but I just feel like there's actually too much possibility for something to happen for me to not talk about it. So here's what we know, okay? Again, this Sunday, it's a Brazilian Comic-Con. Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad, that's going to be there. There's a lot of speculation that they're going to show like an official trailer. So I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. When this first thing, when this conference was first kind of put together and I started hearing about it, I really, foreign things like that, I'm not saying like they're lesser, but unless they really have like good backing, I don't know if you can ever expect them to have like new stuff or like bigger stuff than you would maybe get for events that are mainly towards like the rest of the world. And I don't want that to come across like, I know there's like TGS, right, the Tokyo Game Show. That's a really big thing, and sometimes there's some actually really big announcements there. Okay, now that's gaming, and there's different examples of that even in movies and television and stuff like that. I get it, but I'm just being honest with you guys. The reason maybe I didn't have so much excitement going in was that, unless there's a lot of backing from these companies saying like, oh, we're all gonna be there, then maybe we shouldn't be expecting all that much there. Okay, so that's important to note. But James Gunn seems very excited. There is a lot of speculation that we will get a trailer there, and I think, now this is where you guys are gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong, Warner Bros., like the gaming division, is going to be there as well. Okay, now that does open up a lot of possibilities, right? Why have now, again, I don't think there's any guarantee that Warner Bros. Montreal is going to show something, okay? So I don't want to make this a guarantee video. I don't, and as always, I want you guys to control your own lives, right? If you guys want to get hyped, I have nothing against that. If you guys want to get excited and all that stuff, fine. I'm a huge supporter of that. Just don't go blaming me, because I know people will blame me for kind of like, creating the excitement, even though I've always been, you guys are your own individuals. I'm not here to control you. You guys control yourself, okay? That's like a fundamental message of the channel. I do think it's possible. I really, really do. We're at a point, and we talked about this, right? We're at a point where we're almost done with what it seems like their schedule or their like lineup is online. So we had Batgirl, we had Robin, we had Nightwing, we had a controversy with Nightwing, and now we have Red Hood. And now Red Hood isn't out yet, right? They haven't shown the gear, they haven't shown the fan art. As I've said, I think I said it last video, it's gonna go into December. I think by the Christmas break, where they like, where they're not gonna say anything, right, for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, we're gonna have all that stuff. Now when they come back in January, that's gonna be exciting. But the question is now, look, if they do a trailer for Suicide Squad, you're starting to mimic what you did at like DC Fandom. In fact, a lot of people are kind of saying this is like the DC Fandom Part 2. So, I'm not expecting it. I'm going to have my phone at the ready. I'm going to have my computer and my, the stuff like that at the ready. If there's something there, I will obviously make a video immediately. And if there's something big, if there's like another gameplay presentation, or there's even just a trailer in general, I mean, of course we're going to talk about it. The thing I'm worried about, again, to go back to the whole like, if there's not enough support, they don't really show anything new. My worry is that, and not even just me, but like people in general, if we get excited about this thing and then they kind of just re-show what they already showed at DC Fandom, I think that would kind of be a low blow. That wouldn't exactly be right or like good at all, but it's possible. I mean, imagine if they did that. They say, hey, we showed you this, let's show it to you one more time just to kind of, bring it out there. It's possible we get new information. That's what I always tell you guys too, like, even when there are like the same things shown, if it's a different event with this, even with the same people or different people, I mean, sometimes you do get a little bit of info out of that. Again, remember DC Fandom, one of the things I said, and I was right leading into it, was like, we're going to get however much we get at DC Fandom, right? The trailer, the gameplay, and it's going to be great, and we can talk about it. And we have. I mean, we can theorize quite a few things from both of those, okay? And we can keep going for months on the both of those. But we also got additional information that maybe you could argue was more valuable by those interviews that were done with, basically the team of Warner Bros. Montreal, right? We got maybe more out of that than we did the trailers. So it's important to remember that with this Brazil Comic-Con, even if they show the same things, we got to keep our eyes out, because maybe they use that moment to, show or talk about something new that maybe they haven't said. Maybe they slip up and say something. Now, by slip up, I don't mean like they're accidentally going to say that Batman's alive. That's never been, when I always say, like, maybe, like, keep an eye out for what they say. Maybe they'll say something they don't mean to, or maybe we can catch something. I don't mean, like, they're going to spoil the ending of the game. I mean, like, they may say something about a mechanic or a feature or this or that, you know, maybe they don't expect people to read into, but we can read into it. I think we can get a little bit of information from it, right? So, yeah, I mean, again, I wasn't really expecting much from this going into it. Now that we're here with it happening on Sunday, I mean, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited about the Suicide Squad movie, like I always have been ever since. You know, I didn't like really the movie, the original, the pinnacle Suicide Squad film, but this one I think could be actually really, really good. If they want to show a trailer for that, that would be absolutely awesome as well. But hey, again, never say never, never say no. So I think that it's definitely possible. Gotham Knights would be there. What would they show to quickly, I guess, say that and to wrap it up? I don't know. I mean, it depends on what the situation is. Like we've said, I think if they're going to use this as like the next logical step of like their marketing or like their promotion or whatever you want to call it, I mean, they could easily either show the gameplay of Nightwing, and actually, if this is in a weird way, like a DC Fandom Part 2, they can even kind of throw that in, where it's like, okay, back at DC Fandom, we showed kind of Part 1, we showed, you know, Robin and Batgirl, now we're going to show the other two, we're going to show Red Hood and Nightwing. So, could we see the gameplay of those two? Possible. Could we see a trailer, just another random trailer? Possible. I've always said, the two things I'm looking that, and I'm not saying they're guarantees, in fact, well, one of them is not. Guarantee at some point we're going to see a gameplay that's very similar to what we already saw, but with, you know, Red Hood and Nightwing. Okay, that's going to happen. But the second thing that I would like to see that I don't know if they'll do, or maybe they won't do until very, very close to the game is coming out, I would love to see like a villains trailer. Some games do this where they kind of highlight the main antagonist, or if there's a group of them, they'll highlight them. I think that makes sense for a game like this to do it, because it's just a chance to kind of say, hey, here's like a boatload of villains that we're going to have, that some of them will have longer stories, some of them will have shorter stories. We can focus on the main villains here, the Court of Owls. We can also talk about, hey, Joker's in this game, or hey, Harley is a side, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot you can do with that. So I'm hoping that we eventually get that, and we can talk about that in its own video too, of like what specifically I would want to see, but I don't know if we will. That's just kind of like a hope. I don't know if we'll actually see that. I would say the next thing we should be expecting to see is the gameplay of the other two. Okay, now will we get that this Sunday? I would say doubtful. I'm gonna go into Sunday not expecting it. You know, I'm gonna have my phone. I'll be watching the Bills. Actually, no, the Buffalo Bills. They're my football team here. They actually play on Monday, so I'll have my phone on me the whole day, and also my computer will be on me the whole day. So if something does happen, I'll be ready to go. I'm just not expecting it. Okay, so let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Are you expecting to see something from it this Sunday? What do you think they would show? Say if they are gonna show something, what do you think they would show? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. As always, you can follow me on all of my other social media stuff. All of them are in the description below. I may have one more video that goes up on Gotham Knights before Sunday. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it'll even go up on Sunday. But if something does happen Sunday, I mean, I'll make an immediate video, and then Monday we'll also have. So we won't go back to daily uploads for Batman or for Gotham Knights stuff, but we would do it like the first couple days. Okay, that's kind of just a scheduling thing for you guys to note. So if there is something, make sure you guys look to this channel. I'll obviously be covering it up to the minute. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.